process of the 10-day film challenge, you have to film a movie in 10 days. You have to film it, edit it, do all the stuff that make a good movie.
Our movie was basically about a guy who is in a company with the president embezzling money and not being what he should be, and about him working through someone else and someone else doing the dirty work for him, and he exposes his plot.
The hardest part was writing a script that had an even amount of dialogue and action so that the characters could tell the story, but at the same time you had action carrying it out and having it overall well-rounded in enough time, which was 4 minutes.
The hardest thing about the production process was probably the filming. We had to get dressed up every day, and not everyone had memorized their lines, so we had to reshoot over and over again just to make sure we got everything point on.
Something fun about the 10-day was the bloopers and the messed up dialogue. The most challenging part of the post-production process was using the right lines and finding the right transition to use at the right time.
I learned that acting actually plays a big part in your film. It helps give it that nice touch to it.
Here's our movie exposure. Enjoy.
All right, everyone. I've called you all for this meeting for a very important announcement. This company has suffered some losses and we're running a bit short on our funds. Therefore, starting this month, there's going to be some pay cuts. Here's your new pay cards.
Where did the losses come from?
Well, as you know, we are frequent donors to the Children's Hospital and the Senior Retirement Fund. Also, we are starting a new investment project. So due to all these new expenses, we have to make some cuts.
With all due respect, Mr. Mead, this all doesn't seem right. It just doesn't add up.
Look, as far as I'm concerned, your job is to take care of your investments. Your job isn't to worry about where the money goes after you pass the desk. Don't stick your nose in any further than it needs to be.
This doesn't make sense. No one has ever heard of this new project. So much money has he already dumped into it?
Yeah, everybody said, it might be best if you just leave it alone. Think about your job. If you poke too far, it could be in danger.
Something isn't right. I'm going to find out. What transfer is this? I knew something was wrong.
Dwayne Patterson, I didn't expect you to be here.
I was.
Does that belong to you?
Yeah, how'd you get that?
You know, you're not as sneaky as you might think.
TJ, I'm glad you're here. What are you doing here?
No, Dwayne. The question is, what are you doing here?
I got him, TJ. President Meade has been embezzling money all along. I told you there was something wrong.
Oh, Dwayne. You thought you had it all figured out.
What do you mean?
Do you really think that a small fry like Chris Meade could run a multi-billion-dollar corporation and pull a scheme like this off?
Wait a second. If it wasn't Chris, then...
Chris isn't the president of Simon Investments. I am.
No, it can't be.
Don't worry, Dwayne. You aren't the first one who's been caught snooping around. Now we will be embezzling and gaining profit for years to come. But for now, you, Dwayne Patterson, are out of our hair.
I told you a while ago, Dwayne. You should have just left it alone.